Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Jen Sorensen and trying a new craft today. That's right. If you can't tell based on what you're seeing here, or you should be able to tell by the title of this video, I'm going to attempt to do some resin crafting. And I have a bunch of different stuff in front of me. Let me show you what I have. This right here is the resin itself. This is a hardener and this is the resin. You mix it in equal parts. I tried something over a year ago now where I covered I wanted to make a trivet or something and it didn't go so well. But I don't know if you can see, I probably did not use the same amount because there's not an equal amount in these containers. We'll see if I can do something here. I have these interesting, they're meant to be soap dishes. They're silicone molds. So I thought, given that I've been making a lot of soap, what if I tried to make my own soap dish? And then I have some really fun, like Disney type crafts. These would make keychains. This is a Mickey bar, Mickey mini ears, because there's a bow. Oh, there's one without a bow. And I got some mermaid tails. The other things I have, I got popsicle sticks for stirring. I've got some just solo cups or plastic cups for mixing some of the resin because I think I'm gonna need more. Then I've got these cute little silicone, they hold 100 milliliters here, but I thought these would be really cute to use. I've got micas, and then I also grabbed some clean measuring scoops. You guys see me use my Vital Proteins containers that I have left over for my lye water when I make soap. So I just saved the scoops from a couple, and I figured this would help me do some measuring. I'm gonna put on some gloves for sure. And I've got the camera angle a little bit down so you can both see me. Actually, before this, I'm gonna put my hair in a ponytail so it doesn't get in the way. Just kind of get it out there. I've got all these random micas. I've got a rag here just in case. I've got painter's tape, you never know. We'll see what happens. So let me put on some gloves and I figure we'll start. There we go. I have really tiny hands and getting gloves that fit decent can be hard. I always have to order the smalls, but like the fingers are always too long. So let's grab one of these cups here and we are going to, here's my complaint. I don't know how I bought these. It was definitely in a kit, but there's no instructions on the bottle. Like, put some instructions on the bottle. I had to go back in and look it up again. It says a 1-to-1 ratio. So I think I'm going to do is 2 of these of the hardener here, and then 2 of the resin. And then you're supposed to stir it for 3 minutes. Okay, that is to the top. I have my, I can only think of the brand name Silpat, basically a little mat here down on top of everything just to protect the surface. All right, we've got 1 scoop of the hardener. So I think it's going to take a little bit to fill these soap dishes here. Let's get a little more in. We'll do 2 scoops, equal parts. I've got plenty of stuff to fill. Whoa! That would have been bad. Okay. All right, let's get 2 of these in. And what we'll do is we'll stir quite a bit and then we'll probably divide off and do some different colors with the micas. And I've got some glitter. I don't know if it's gonna work. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Just because that can be my stirring stick. I don't wanna mix up what these measuring scoops are for because I don't wanna do that, so I'm going to put that right behind it. Now onto the resin. And this is sticky, gloopy, as an official word, stuff. Okay. Got one, putting that way off the side. I know I need one more, but I need to scoop, and I do not want to knock one of these bottles over. All right, let's try and scrape everything out. Maybe I should have used one of my small silicone spatulas that I like to use for soap making. That might have been helpful. All right, we've got that, and let's do one more. And the reason I have my silicone mat down is because if I'm using silicone molds, then it should make cleanup easier, where if anything spills, it's just gonna go right on the mat and I can clean it up easily. Okay, and now let's get the rest of this in here. And I know you can't see what's going on because this is a lovely purple cup here. I have no idea if this is a Solo brand. We'll just call it that because, I mean, it's like Kleenex and stuff. It just becomes, the brand name becomes what you call it. All right, I think that's plenty. I'm gonna put that behind the resin. And that used a lot. So now it's telling me I need to stir this for 3 minutes. So let me show you what it looks like here. It just looks like white goop. So let me stir this for 3 minutes. I will come back. I'm gonna time it. Okay, my time, it's 11:12. So at 11:15, we will come back, and then I think we're gonna do some dividing up and checking to see if we can maybe color some of these with, you know, maybe we'll make a blue one with some green or something like that. We'll see. We'll play around with it. But I'm gonna stir this. You don't need to see that. Okay, so observation here. My hand's cramping from stirring for 3 minutes, and I'm there. But also, I don't know if you can tell, I'm getting like these air bubbles in here. So I'm interested to see what happens. All right, let me come around here and let us divide. Another observation, get a longer stir that actually fits within your cup so you're not like cramping and getting it all over your gloves. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pour some of this into one of these little silicone cup things. All right, that's enough. Then I'm gonna leave some of this clear. Maybe what's in here clear, because I don't wanna stir that as much. Okay, and now, yep, definitely have a rag or something like that nearby. Let's do, what do we have here? Let's do one of my favorites, Tahitian teal, because that's kind of a beachy color. Let's see how this mixes in. Well, just a little bit, not a ton. Poof. All right, so that is all I added in. Let's give this a stir. See how it works. Okay, this is mixing in pretty easily. These are just regular micas that I use for soap making. So nothing special here for them. All right, let's just kind of get this good and incorporated. And then my thought is pick one of these. This one looks like a football, so I'm gonna start there. And then, how do I wanna pour this? Maybe I can pour them at the same time, kind of like a fun little double pour right down the middle. See what happens. Kind of blend them together. Let's see. I wasn't really sure how much to make. And what I want to do is with these molds, which I just got on Amazon, I want to make sure I leave, that's pretty good. Okay, I want to leave these little things sticking up so that it drains, and let's shove that out of the way. Okay, still have a little bit left. Let's try a couple of these Mickey ear thingamabobs. We'll put a little bit in. Put a little bit of the clear in. And the reason I like these is that there's a little place for keychain. So I don't have to drill anything. I don't want to overfill this. Let's see, will it go around the entire thing? And then you're supposed to let this set for 24 hours once you're done. Yeah, that one's good. And part of the reason I did the Tahitian teal is we got to do a mermaid tail with this teal. Whoop, overflowing a little bit. let's see if we can get a little more of this clear in. I don't think we're getting much out. I'm gonna grab these Minnie and Mickey ears here. See if we can get a little clear in here. It's definitely gonna require some cleanup. And I'm glad I have a lot of this stuff like nearby so that I can just kind of grab stuff and go, because that's my tip right now, is be sure you have a lot of stuff ready to go with this, because yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. It's really interesting to see what happens with that soap mold and how long it takes to dry. This just keeps coming. Keeps coming. And can I do this with 2 hands and pay attention to what I'm doing? I'm liking this little silicone container because I can kind of do some good stuff with it. Ooh, maybe this one will be ombre. All right, there's not much left in this one. And I will definitely be tossing this container. This container. All right, let's fill this up. Let's see what we've got. I didn't add any glitter. Ooh, maybe I should have added a little more glitter to these. Let's see. I don't know how you get these ears, the silicone in these ear pieces. All right. Why don't I try adding just a tiny bit of glitter. This is biodegradable glitter, so I don't know exactly if it's gonna stay, what's gonna happen, if it's gonna sink to the bottom. All right, just added a little bit in there, because you know me, I love glitter. And we'll use that for the final 2 mermaid tails here. I may grab is a toothpick. And yes, I actually mean toothpick this time, not a popsicle stick, like when I'm talking about popsicle sticks when I'm making soap making, and I always refer to them as toothpicks. And do a little bit of swirling with some of the clear and the teal. And I have to be honest, I wasn't quite sure how much I was going to need. I thought this was excessive here, and I'm almost, what I just measured out is almost exactly what I needed for 1 soap dish in all of these containers. So a little bit goes a long way, I would say, because this takes 24 hours to cure. You could probably make more and just do some layers. All right, let me see if I can scrape just a little bit more out here for this final mermaid tail. And these are all keychains here because I've got a little place for a keychain to go. All right, and here's, I think I'm gonna kind of just do a little swirl in some of these just to see what the heck happens. This Mickey ear one is really hard to work with. I'm definitely gonna have to do some cleanup. I don't know how. And yeah, we shall see. I'm really curious to see what happens with these air bubbles. What I'm basically going to do now is, like, I'm gonna leave this to harden overnight. It takes 24 hours to set. I'll bring you down in a second. I'm gonna take these gloves off. I'm gonna have to lock Misty out of this room because she cannot come near this. I don't want anything to happen. But I've got all these drips here. That's gonna harden up, or it should, hopefully. And then we'll come back tomorrow and see what the heck happened. Pop some of these air bubbles here to get in here. All right, well, this Mickey ear one is gonna be really interesting. All right, let me take you down and show you what we got here. All right, this is my view of what you just saw me make. So here's the first one. It is the soap dish. So I wanted to make sure that these little things came out so it's drained. I don't know what's gonna happen with those air bubbles. I don't know if I need to, maybe I'll grab my torch and torch them just to get rid of some of the air bubbles. You can see the Mickey Premium bars, the mermaid tails. That ombre one should be cool. And there you go. So we'll check in tomorrow to see if these actually unmold. Yeah, so I grabbed my very paint heavy torch here that most people use for creme brulee, and I used it on these, and look at the difference already. Just a little bit, especially that one. Look how much clearer it is. I'm going to be really curious to see how these set up now, especially. So that was a good call. You guys, it worked. It's not like soft and squishy, and it's actually hardened. I took one out, and I thought I would take a few more out with you. I started by testing my little silicone thingamabob here, container, and this is what came out of it. So this is what was left and what I couldn't get out. Pretty cool. I peeled this off the mat, and it still has some of the like texture that was on the mat here. This was just some stuff that poured out. Pretty cool. I've not taken this soap dish out. Let's take it out. It's firm. Oh, glitter in here. I didn't realize I had glitter in here. All right, so now I need to kind of peel these middle pieces out. That's going to be the drain. There's these two little tabs here. There we go. Okay. Oh, this looks good. So that looks pretty good. And it's fairly lightweight, all things considered. It definitely, the little pieces where the these nubbins things were, they probably need to be filed down a little bit. Okay, I'm happy with that. And this looks cute. I want to check out what's next? Let's do these little Mickey premium bars. Super cute. Yeah, super cute. I'll bring you down to show you a close-up. Those came out adorable. Love these. Let's check out the Minnie and Mickey ears, which I think is going to require, yep. So I've got this little like center here because they were overfilled. It was hard to get the inside, so it's going to require some work to kind of clean up the edges. And let's get the other one out. That one's the Minnie ear. Let's get the Mickey ear out. Yeah. Gonna require some work. There we go. To get some of this extra glue stuff off. We'll see. I'll play around with it. Well, it peels off pretty easily. Yeah. Okay, that just peeled right off. And I got that nice and clean. Perfect. And then let's check out the ombre effect of... Uh-oh. Okay, don't peel too fast because the little nubbin thing here that the keychain creates just popped off. So this is now worthless. But the ombre looks cute. I like that. I think what I've realized is you need to do the air bubbles and the torch sooner than later. Be careful that time. Yep, that one came out. And okay, all the glitter settled to the bottom. I will show you that when I bring you down of that one. Yeah, the glitter settled to the bottom. So interesting with that. Let me take you down. But overall, I'd call this a success for a first time of really attempting this. I'm happy. I'm happy. All right, so you can see what I mean by all the glitter settled to the bottom. And then you can see here how I need to trim this one up. I'll figure out how to do that. It came off really easy with this Mickey one. And then here is the soap dish, which turned out really cute. You'll have to let me know if you guys could use some of these to put in the shop in some different colors, but you can kind of see there how it's a little, not totally flat with these little areas, but overall really happy. Okay, I would say I'm pretty happy with how these turned out. You know, I think probably more pigment in some of it, or, you know, play around with the glitter. Like, there's a lot of things that I learned through this process, and I'll probably play around with it a little bit more. Hey, I've got more resin to work with here, and I'm excited to see what I can do. Let me know in the comments down below. Have you ever tried working with resin? And if so, do you have any tips for me? Things I should be learning? But otherwise, I hope you get out there, create something beautiful, like your own soap dish or Mickey Premium Bar keychain. And until next time, have a fantastic day.